Iglesia de San Francisco and its adjacent monastery is one of the most important historic monuments in Lima, the capital of Peru. Soon after Francisco Pizarro founded Lima in 1535, Franciscan friars began to build the monastery. The impressively decorated Baroque church dates back to more recent times. After approximately 30 years in construction, the building was completed in 1687. Between the 17th and the 18th centuries, the city prospered. Lima became the official residence of the king and was thus the center of power. More than 40 monarchs ruled over the Spanish colony for almost 300 years. The Spanish ruled until the 19th century. However, in 1821, Peru gained its independence under the rule of General José de San Martín. Due to its newfound independence, Lima quickly developed both technically and socially into one of the most progressive metropolises on the South American continent. The majority of the most beautiful and well-known architectural sites in the old town date back to the Spanish colonial period. Even today, several splendid residences have been well preserved and thus indicate the former wealth of the aristocracy. The Palacio Torre Tagle is one of the most famous buildings in Lima and was built in 1735 in Andalusian Mudéjar style. The Iglesia de San Francisco, the Holy Francis of Assisi church, and the neighbouring monastery form the country's largest religious complex and date back to the colonial period. The remarkable and elegant façade of this fascinating church was designed by the Portuguese architect Constantino Vasconcelos. Over the years, the buildings have survived several earthquakes, the last one having been in 1970, when for the first time extensive damage was caused. Meanwhile, the destroyed sections of various buildings have since been fully restored, and thus the church has been returned to its former glory. The Iglesia de San Francisco's outstandingly beautiful façade, and most notably its wonderful porch, are unique in the whole of Peru. The decorative sculptures are reminiscent of Baroque design and are highly detailed and extremely precious. Franciscan monastery is surrounded by two impressive sacred buildings, the Mary's Solitude and the Church of Our Dear Lady of Miracles. The cloister walls of the Monastery de San Francisco are decorated with precious tiles that were brought from Seville. The tiles depict the life of St. Francis of Assisi. Further sections contain the remains of numerous wall paintings. Today, the former immense wealth of the order is still visible throughout the monastery and its neighbouring church. The exquisite and ornately decorated cloister is a veritable architectural gem and leaves an indelible impression on all who see it. The monastery's library is tantamount to being an ancient treasure trove. It contains 25,000 leather-bound books and around 6,000 parchments. Within the basilica and its three naves, there are numerous works of art. The interior furnishings are quite exquisite. Just as with the neighbouring Franciscan monastery, the ornamental decor of the church's interior clearly contains both Moorish and Andalusian influences. Several splendid paintings by the Spanish artists Francisco de Zurbarán and José de Ribera highlight the importance of this church. There is a striking choir area above the gallery. It is made of precious dark brown cedar wood and can accommodate 132 choristers. In 1951, there was a rather unexpected discovery beneath the church. The building's ancient catacombs and Lima's first cemetery were discovered here. It is believed that up to 70,000 bodies are interred here, most likely the result of a major epidemic. The Iglesia de San Francisco thus unites both life and death.